Hello everybody, welcome to Children's Literature for Spring 2024. I'm Dr. Emily Zuccaro and I will be your professor for this semester. You'll note that you will sometimes see Emily Zuccaro Lang on the course. Lang is my married name, but I prefer Dr. Zuccaro, just a note for that. I'm going to record 2 videos to get us started for the week. One is going to be an introduction to the actual class, and the other one will be a module video, and you can expect weekly module videos that will explain all the assignments and any additional or supplemental resources for your class this semester. So, log into Blackboard, and you'll see Meet the Instructor here. And that's me, and some information about me and my family, and I'm asking that you introduce yourself on Flip here. So you'll log in with Google. You can see you log into my EKU email. And you should see a record button right here. So I'd like you to introduce yourself and then respond to a couple of classmates' videos. Maybe you've had class with some of our classmates or not, but get to know your classmates a little bit that way. And read this note about anything else, so the flip videos, and then reviewing the syllabus and calendar, which we're going to go over a little bit in this video, but I'd like you to make sure you're familiar with the syllabus and the calendar on your own. So I'm going to pull these up. There's the syllabus. Okay, so you'll note this is for spring 2024, and it's an asynchronous children's literature class, so we will not be meeting at any time, but you will log in at the beginning of the week, usually Monday morning, to start the module assignments, and that is how you'll go through the class this semester. I do have an on-campus office, Combs 101. I'll be there Thursdays from 9:15 to 3:15. So if you want to come meet me in my office and talk about anything, I'm happy to meet with you and support you that way. And this is just a general course description. We're looking at authors, illustrators, poets, titles, genres, book awards, topics related to children's literature. And thinking about children's lived experiences, empathy between and for young people, and honoring children's concerns and joys. And most importantly, looking at issues of gender, sexual orientation, race, ethnicity, ability, and other identities in children, young adult literature, and interrogate the various positions that children YA texts take in regards to those identities. Just a note that I can change assignments and due dates based on the best interest of you and when it's best served for all of us. Please make sure you have all the required text and course materials. So Children's Literature Briefly, it's a blue textbook, Reading Magic by Mem Fox, and then there's 3 middle grade novels, The Sea in Winter, When Stars Are Scattered, and Song for a Whale. These are required materials. And then there's 2 sets of choice novels. The first one is multicultural choice novel. So of these 5, you choose 1 to read for when the assignment is assigned. Same thing with poetry or verse novel. Of the 5 here, you choose 1 to read. I also ask that you sign up for a Goodreads account, which is loaded onto our Blackboard module for week 1, and add me to Goodreads, and I'll show you that in a second. Here are some of our student learning outcomes. Some of the course expectations. I would really love for you all to engage with the course material to the greatest of your ability, especially in this asynchronous format. It kind of takes away the ability to talk in class in person, but trying to engage with the material to the best you can, you'll be getting a lot out of the class. Communication is essential. If you're having a hard time keeping up with the class, you need to let me know as soon as possible. Please do not disappear. I really want to support you in your success in this class. Everything is due at the end of the module, and if you're having a hard time, again, communicate that to me. But if you are not submitting things after 72 hours, it is considered late and will be penalized as such. So we have some assignments here. The biggest part of this class is reading and responding to children's literature. So I will ask each week you read at least 4 to 6 picture books per week. That can be at your local library. If you're on campus, go to the Learning Resource Center at the 3rd floor in the library, or Macinvia or any online ebooks, audiobooks. Those all count as books, but you need to be reading those books, and you'll log those onto Goodreads, and I'll show you that in the module video. But basically, a big chunk of this class is reading and responding to children's literature. And there'll be lots of support in each module, but you need to make sure that the idea is it's a literature class, so reading is part of the biggest assignments you'll do, is constant reading, and they're picture books, so they're not going to take a lot of time, but they're going to take up the majority of what you're doing with the class, is looking, selecting, reading, responding to picture books. And you'll be completing what are called one-pagers as a response to the novels, which we'll go over in Module 1 video. We'll also be engaging with genre and author, illustrator, poet infographics. So you'll be assigned a genre or an author, poet, illustrator, and you will do some research into each and create some sort of infographic to report on that, which I'll explain to you later. The S in LIB301S is for service learning. I will be explaining this probably in February. We need some time to launch the class, so I will be explaining that later this semester as well. There is no final in this class, only a final project. So you will have up until the finals week to work on this final project, which is a text set, a small paper, and a lesson plan, which again, you will be supported in finishing by the end of the semester. The grading scale, everything will be on Blackboard. You need to make sure you're showing up and doing the work. Most importantly, here's our attendance policy. Online asynchronous courses, you have to show active participation, logging into Blackboard, regular participation with instructor and peers, and completing and submitting assignments on time. That's how attendance works in asynchronous classes. So if you're not doing module assignments for a couple of weeks, that's not really considered active participation. A lot of this is just additional information for the genre, book awards, author, poet, illustrator recommendations for later this semester. And that's it for the syllabus. And you'll see the calendar at a glance. So we have the dates here. Tomorrow is the day the class opens after the MLK holiday. So you'll see the week and module, the dates, the topics, and the assignments here. And then click on the modules to get started. You'll also see course documents and related links. There's Macinvia, which is a great tool for ebooks. So log into Macinvia. So let's say I want to see if Song for a Whale. Look at Song for a Whale is on here as an audiobook. So this is a great way to access online books. EKU has a great collection of children and young adult literature on here. So please feel free to browse through here as well. And you'll see major projects and final assessments. Here's where those one-pagers of the novels, infographics, and final product stuff is listed. And here's some kind of like standard Blackboard templates for succeeding in online courses, student support resources, Big Essential, Blackboard help, and external links. So please familiarize yourself with those links as well. This concludes the introductory video for the course. I will be recording another video for Module 1 to explain the assignments more closely. And make sure you watch both these videos to get started.